Hello students, welcome to the new chapter D and F block elements. In this video lecture 1, we will be learning introduction to D and F block elements, position of D block elements in the periodic table, and electronic configuration of 3D series. Let us start our today's session. Classification of elements we learned. Periodic table is divided into 4 blocks. The first block, which includes 2 groups. Second block at the middle of the periodic table. Third block with 6 groups. And the fourth block, which is derived from the middle portion of the periodic table. The first block, which includes 2 groups, is known as S block elements. The 6 groups, P block elements. The middle portion of the periodic table, which is in between S and P, is known as D block elements. And the part of elements which are derived from D block elements are known as F block elements. The D block elements are also known as transition elements, and F block elements are known as inner transition elements. The D block elements, which are having an orbit which is n-1d, whereas for F block it is n-2f, and for S and P it is ns and np, that you know already. Moving further, so we have an atom with a nucleus at the center and different orbits. In different orbits, different number of electrons. For example, in the first cell there are 2 electrons. As the cell number increases, number of electrons are going to increase. K cell, L cell, M cell, N cell you learned. So consider this atom where there is a presence of an outer orbit which is considered as nth orbit, and one inner orbit is n-1 orbit, 2 inner orbit is n-2 orbit, like that. Nth orbit we consider as valence cell, n-1 orbit is known as penultimate cell, and n-2 orbit is known as anti-penultimate cell. Valence cell, penultimate cell, anti-penultimate cell. Moving further, the element lying between S and P block element of periodic table are collectively known as transition or transitional elements. Their properties are transitional between the highly electropositive S block elements and least electropositive or more electronegative P block elements, and these are known as transitional elements or transition elements, which are also known as D block elements. In D block elements, the last or differentiating electron enters into D subcell of penultimate, that is last but one cell, n-1 cell we call. The D block elements are present in 4 series: 3D, 4D, 5D and 6D. So the first row we can call it as 3D, next 4D, 5D, and this is the 6D. Moving further, the transition elements have an incompletely filled D level. That is the definition for D block element or transitional element. But there is a exception with respect to zinc, cadmium and mercury. These elements have D10 configuration and are not considered as transition elements, but they are D block elements. So what are transition elements? The transition elements have incompletely filled D level. Zinc, cadmium and mercury, which belongs to 3D, 4d and 5d series, they are not considered as transition elements, but they are called as d block elements only. Moving further, so we have the capacity of s orbit, which is equal to 2 electrons, p, which has px, py and pz orbitals, which has a capacity of maximum 6 electron accommodation, d orbitals, dxy, dyz, dzx, dx square minus y square and dz square. Each orbital can accommodate maximum 2 electrons, so total number of electron accommodation in d orbital is 10. Similarly for f, there are total 7 orbitals, so maximum accommodation is 14 electrons. So we know how to write the electronic configuration in the increasing order of their energy according to above principle. Okay, so let us start with 3D series, scandium and zinc. We take example. Scandium, which is having atomic number 21, and zinc atomic number 30. So we are going to write 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2 we have taken, and now we are going to write for 3d electron. So that electron, one electron enters into 3d series. Okay, similarly for zinc, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2, and 10 electron they enter into 3d series. So from scandium to zinc, that electron is going to enter into 3d series. So these are known as d block elements. Okay, so this 3d series, which has 1 electron and 10 electron, you can observe 4s here. 4 is the nth value, n minus 1 is d value. So this 3d series is penultimate cell. So the previous electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, we can consider that for argon. So argon, which is having electronic configuration of 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 10 electrons, 3s2, 3p6, 8 electrons. So total 18 electrons are gone. So like that we are going to write the electronic configuration. So we have a nucleus around which there is a presence of different number of orbits and different number of electrons are revolving around it. So if you consider this is a valence shell, that is n cell, n is 1 to 2. The inner orbit is n minus 1 d 1 to 10 electron. So nth cell is valence cell, whereas n minus 1 d cell is penultimate cell. The element in which last electron or the differentiating electron enters into penultimate cell, that is n minus 1 d subcell, are known as d block elements. So this is the definition for d block elements. Remember the transition elements where there is a presence of incompletely filled d orbital, whereas definition for d block elements, it is the differentiating electron enters into penultimate cell, n minus 1 d subcell. Okay, they have the general formula. It is n minus 1 d 1 to 10, ns 1 to 2, where n is number of cells. So the number of cells lie between 4 to 7. Moving further, so we have periodic table here. First is S block, which is having higher electropositivity. Next is P block, which is least electropositive but more electronegative. In between there is a presence of D block, and the last one is F block. So D block elements also known as transition elements, and F block is known as inner transition elements. Transition elements are those elements which have incompletely filled D subcell in their ground state or in any common oxidation state, that is having an electronic configuration of D 1 to 9. For example, copper, which is having an electronic configuration of 3d10 4s1, where d orbital is completely filled with 10 electrons, whereas copper 2 plus, which is having an electronic configuration of 3d9 4s0, where the d orbit is having incompletely filled orbital. So instead of 10 electrons, there are now 9 electrons. So the copper 2 plus now is known as transition element. But in case of zinc, it is not possible. Zn2 plus, you can remove 2 electrons from the s orbital and 3d10 remain as it is. Hence, that is not considered as transition element, but it is considered as d block element. So there is a 3d10 and 3d9. So these are known as transition elements. Zinc, for example, 3d10, 4s2, cadmium 4d10, 5s2, mercury 5d10, 6s2. So in all the cases, zinc, cadmium and mercury, they are having a common oxidation state of +2, and by the loss of 2 electrons from the s orbital, the d orbital is completely filled. So they are considered as non-transitional elements, but they are called as d block elements. All transition elements are d block elements, but all d block elements are not transition elements. Moving further, next part of the video lecture, position of d block elements in the periodic table. So we all know this is a modern periodic table where there is a presence of d block in the middle of the periodic table. So the general electronic configuration is n-1d 1 to 10, ns 1 to 2. N is number of period. For first transition series, n is equal to 4, hence n-1 is 3d series. For 3d series, the general electronic configuration is argon 3d 1 to 10, 4s 1 to 2. So 4s is a valence cell and 3d 1 to 10 is penultimate cell. 3d series, that is the first series of d block elements. 4d series, second series of transition elements. 5d, third transition series, and 6d, fourth transition series. Moving further, number of periods n, d series, number of elements, and general electronic configuration for that particular series. Considering 3d for the first time, number of periods are 4, that is n value is 4. 3d series, elements belongs from atomic number 21 to 30, that is scandium to zinc, and the general electronic configuration argon 3d 1 to 10, 4s 1 to 2. Next one, 4d series, that is the second transition series where n value is 5, d series is 4d, elements belong from yttrium to cadmium, atomic number 39 to 48. So the general electronic configuration for 4d series is krypton 4d 1 to 10, 5s 1 to 2. Moving to the next one, 5d series where n is 6, lanthanum to mercury, general electronic configuration xenon 4f 14, 5d 1 to 10, 6s 1 to 2 is the general electronic configuration. Moving further, the last series of d block 6d where n value is 7, elements from atomic number 89 to 112, general electronic configuration radon 5f14, 6d 1 to 10, 7s 1 to 2. So the 3d series which we have is here scandium, titanium, vanadium, chromium, manganese, iron, cobalt, nickel, copper, zinc from atomic number 21 to 30. Further, next part of the video lecture, electronic configuration of 3d series. So elements which we have is this one, scandium, titanium, vanadium, chromium, manganese, iron, cobalt, nickel, copper and zinc. Expected electronic configuration is argon 4s and 3d. As we are going to add the electron into the 3d system, 4s is 2 common expected, 4s2 is common, and the electron is going to enter into 3d series all the time. So for scandium 4s2 3d1, titanium 4s2 3d2, vanadium 4s2 3d3 expected, chromium 4s2 3d4. Similarly, that electron is going to add into d orbital and s orbital electronic configuration remains same. It is expected electronic configuration. But according to extra stability rule, orbitals which are zero filled, exactly half filled or completely filled orbitals acquire extra stability. So we have d subcell, 3 series, d0 fully vacant, d5 system half filled and d10 system completely filled orbitals. Okay, so these orbitals are having extra stability compared to other orbitals of d. So this is the electronic configuration which is expected, but observed electronic configuration here. Hence, to attain the stable electronic configuration of half filled and completely filled d orbitals, chromium and copper show abnormal electronic configuration respectively. Chromium is here and copper is here. These are going to show extra stability, abnormality. Because of that reason, we consider the general electronic configuration as NS1 to 2. So here it is a chromium and this is copper. So these are going to show the electronic configuration as, instead of 3d4 4s2, it is 1 electron transferred to 3d series and 3d becomes half filled. 3d5 4s1, it is the correct electronic configuration for chromium. And similarly for copper, where one of the electron from 4s orbital is transferred to 3d and it becomes 3d10 4s1. So now the correct electronic configuration for chromium and copper is argon 3d5 4s1, argon 3d10 4s1. So because of these two elements, the ns orbital in general electronic configuration is 1 to 2. Other remains same. Thank you dear students. Hope you enjoy the session. Thank you all.